Welcome to another week of Round Rump Barbecue. Sorry for the delay, it's been raining, so I haven't been doing much cooking. Today we're doing pizza on the big green egg. We're gonna get our hands messy. We're gonna start with a good sauce, homemade sauce. You always gotta make your homemade sauce when you're doing pizza, otherwise it's just not gonna be the same. So we'll get this fired up and we'll get going. Okay, because we're going to the garden now, because everybody knows the best part of making pizza sauce is fresh ingredients from the garden. So look at this. We're gonna get some basil. Ooh, baby girl. Ooh, baby girl. And ooh, baby girl. Basically what I'll do, mix those in nicely. Ooh, sauce is starting. I'm gonna post everything. I'm gonna post my whole recipe online, but as of now, we got about 4 tablespoons of olive oil with a full can of Marzano tomatoes. So it's just this right here, and they're crushed. So I crushed them myself once they're in the pot, or I put them in a bowl and then put them in the pot. And we're gonna let this heat up here, and we're gonna add 1 full onion, halved, and 1 big clove of garlic. That will also be crushing, and we'll throw it in there. We'll be pulling it out afterwards. Everything's added. Basil, about half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of pepper. You can always add as you go. It depends on taste. But this is the base for now, right now, and we're going to stir it up and get it going. We're going to do about 4.5 cups of flour, 1.5 tablespoons of sugar, a tablespoon of salt. Sorry, I'm just reading my recipe here. I'm going to have 2 teaspoons of instant yeast. Watch out for the yeast infection. And then we're going to have 3 tablespoons of olive oil and about 15 ounces of lukewarm water. So I'm just going to get all these ingredients together. We're going to mix in the dry ingredients, and then we'll put the water and olive oil. We're just going to let that spin through until it forms a dough ball. Trying to find yeast. There she is. Go instant yeast. Look at that. 3-pack. Amazing. I'm just at Food Basics in the parking lot, about to leave. It turns out you're not supposed to touch this yeast with your bare hands and then touch your other parts of your body, because you might get an infection. So that'll be something to look for in the video and make sure I'm handling this stuff properly. Hopefully I don't get a yeast infection. The dry ingredients are in. That's a mix. Now I'm going to add the wet ingredients and we'll let this thing shape up into a dough ball. So we're getting there close to a dough ball. Cut this up into thirds, and then from there we're going to let it sit for about 5 hours, and then we'll take them out, we'll let them rest, get up to room temperature, and everything will be good. We're going to get the egg started. Get the fire's lit. So today I kind of went full-blown AIDS and threw a bunch in here, lifted it, filled it quite high, and now I'm going to get the fire started. We're going to get this thing hopefully up to 800 degrees so that we could just shut the lid and let these pizzas cook thoroughly, relatively quickly. Alright, fire's set. We got our plate setter legs down. Legs down. I'll just keep it there. We have the stone sitting on top of that. It's going to take about an hour for this thing heat properly, and then we'll get to making the pies. Alright, saucing them up. Making sure they're nice and wet with sauce. I have 3 pizzas made up here. We got 1 white pizza, which is basil, Italiano seasoning. I'm not Italian, but I forgot to mention this episode is sponsored by Italian Hands. It's pizza. You gotta make something about Italian. So we have normal cheese pep here. I just have my homemade sauce with a couple sliced mozzarella with some hot peppers on this one right here. And then just a smaller basil, olive oil. And we're going to throw some goat's cheese on that after. So the egg is at about 650. So I'm going to keep it in between there and about 750, give or take. Once it's on, you got to make sure you close that lid because that heat needs to radiate down from the top of the dome so that it cooks thoroughly. And then put a little bit of cornmeal on the pizza stone. Make sure it doesn't burn up. For you rookies out there, I told my brother that you should use a lot of cornmeal one time, and he burnt his arm hair off even though he doesn't have that much. So if he's watching, you're an idiot, and I'm glad I misled you. So we're gonna get these on. We'll come back at you. I'm breaking my only rule I made was to keep the lid shut for the total cook time. First pizza's out, a little burnt, but hey, that's the way she goes here at Round Round Barbecue. It's all about trial and the error. And today, it was both trial and error. I would show you the bottom of the pizza, but it kind of matches the granite on the actual, beside the egg. But our white pizza's on right now, and she's looking quite hot. And I'm going to break the rule. I'm going to open the lid just to show you. There she is. We got a big zit that it came in, though, if you want to get a zoom in on that. But you can see the olive oil cooking. And what we're going to do is we're just going to crumble that goat's cheese on there right after. And I think she's ready to go. I'm going to pull her off. Actually, you know what? Close. Probably about a minute. Last pizza. She's going on. There's literally flour everywhere. I'm just going to give this a quick scrape so that our pizza does not just chill on there. Alright. She's already on the peel. We're just going to let her slide off. Beauty. Close the lid. See you in 10 minutes. She looks hot. Beautiful. Oh, boom, baby. Okay. That first pizza that we kind of burnt. Hey, buddy, you can't have any. That first pizza that we kind of burnt didn't last from the point of us taking the other two pieces off. It's gone. She gone. We got our cheese pepper. We got our white drizzle with goat's creme de la creme. We're gonna let these kind of cool a bit. We'll cut them up, and then I have a couple taste testers here, not including the dog, and we'll let them know how you taste. Let them know how you taste. We'll let you know how they taste. Taste test number 1. Not a big New York flop. Don't know how I feel about that, but if you could see on the bottom, perfect. Not too burnt. Well, it's actually not burnt, but it's just perfectly cooked. We're gonna test it out. Smell it, touch it, listen to it, give it another touch. Now we're gonna bite. One bite, everybody knows the rules. Barstool Sports. Unbelievable. Would you expect anything less from me though? Realistically, probably not. Fresh basil. All the goat's cheese, topping it right up. One bite. 2-bite pizza. You gotta try this. Unbelievable. You won't regret it. Got some cream on my face. I can feel it. We'll get rid of that. It's all good. Next up, pepperoni pizza. I'll cut it right now. Zero New York flop. One bite. Everybody knows the rules. Officially have no roof in my mouth because it is burnt off. Probably should have waited longer than this. Bailey, give me a little piece of crust. Let me know how it is. I got cheese dangling. Unbelievable. You gotta try this shit out because it's the best. Once again, look at my pineapple shirt. Wore it to work today. Staff was loving it. Round Up Barbecue, you gotta subscribe. Forgetting a lot of shit in this video today. Wasn't really funny at the start, so you're gonna find it serious. But lastly, to all my followers out there, stay sexy.